he will join me because he does not like this thing. It's to be a recurring nightmare for the Filipino people. May I now ask the Senator Manny Pacquiao to just give words. I'd like to turn over the microphone to Secretary Bello. Sabi niya, ang puso natin, yung puso ni Secretary Bello is with the somebody else's body, not here. So I would like you to explain.
Thank you, Mr. President. As earlier stated by our President, I recommended that we continue with the suspension of the processing and issuances of new OECs until we have discovered or determined the true causes of the death of our 7 OFWs in December of last year and January of this year, including the recent death of our OFW from Sara, Iloilo, Miss Joanna Danielle de Mafilis. In addition, I also suggested to our President that in order to lift the suspension, the Kuwaiti government should already sign the memorandum of an understanding that has been pending with them for the last 3 years. This memorandum of understanding provides for additional protection for our overseas workers in Kuwait. However, the President has taken his position, and I fully support the position of our President. Thank you, Mr. President.
Langan.
Magandang gabi po. Mr. President, unang-una po nagpapasalamat ako bilang kinatawan ng mga OFW at 12 taon din po sa Saudi Arabia. Ganun na rin po ang tatay ko. Kasi po, ngayon lang po talaga kami nagkaroon ng presidente na may puso't malasakit sa aming sektor. At nagpapasalamat din po kami dahil po sa mismong sa inyo na po nang galing at ang pagtatanggol nyo sa aming mga naaaping, lalong-lalo na po yung mga domestic worker. Mahigit po 10 milyon ang aming sektor na sumusuporta at nagdadasal po sa inyo. Ang sa akin lang po, Mr. President, pakiusap ko rin po sana na bantayan natin ang ating mga airport kasi po yung mga mabibiktima ng mga human trafficking at illegal recruiters dahil na rin po na kagustuhan nilang itawid itong mga ating mga domestic workers na to papunta po ng Kuwait. At nandito po kami, buong puso at tapang din po sumusuporta sa lahat po ng layunin at programa nyo po. Solid po ang lahat ng mga OFW at ang aming mga pamilya na nagdarasal at sumusuporta po sa inyo. Maraming salamat po sa inyo, Tatay Digong.
Ito this is the press con. I'd like to see to it that either back or front door, I would like to task the Philippine National Police, dito yung ating regional commander, Morente, he has to walk the extra mile. The NBI, Coast Guard, and lalo na yung component sa mga pantalan, but usually it takes sa aeroplano yan. I want to add more personnel there. And I will hold responsible yung mga taga-Bureau of Labor who had something to do with the permits of the recruiter. I want all of them connected already by this time, arrested and placed behind bars to face charges. I will order Aguirre to issue the order. It's a continuing crime. I will not go to a specific visa or passport that was issued with their intervention. If they are into it, it's a continuing crime, and we'll have them arrested and detained without bail. Non-bailable ang illegal recruitment. At stricter this time, at kayo mga kababayan, you will just have to bear with it. We're having a problem, but I do not want immigration to abuse and the customs and all. I have given my orders, lalo na mga OFW, yung mahirap, do not open the bags. No opening of bags anymore in the airport. Paglabas niyan sa aeroplano, may security check yan doon. There's a security machine there. So pag akyat o sa rampa niyan, magkukunin mo na doon sa conveyor. What's the... At saka pag may tanim bala, wala naman. Pag may nagtanim bala dyan, I will hold all responsible aviation police. Pag may isa pa dyan, alis kayong lahat. Papalitan ko kayo. Not only the specific policeman, all of you there will be relieved. And so will the Naya. All of you there will be relieved. I'll place you in Sambonga. There's so much entry of terrorists now in the back door. Doon kayong ma-immigration. See to it that they do not enter the Philippines. That is your job. And if you are afraid to go there, you resign. If you are afraid to die, hang yourself. Magbayad ako sa inyo, tapos ganun ang trabaho na niya. Fucking shit. So yan ang itong walang processing muna sa travel agency. And those, I expect the tourism office also to, I'll be back Monday. I'll start to clean up the whole mess there. I'd be stricter. Sabihin niyo, diktador ako, fine. Sabi ko sa inyo, I'm ordering the police. Even si Arden nandito. And the military, you guys, if you think that I overstay there for even one day, you arrest me. If I become a dictator unlawfully, you kill me. But in the meantime, I give the orders because I have to protect the people. I do not enjoy giving. Hindi ako militaring order dito, order doon. Ako, nag-request lang. I'm requesting everybody just to behave. Oh, that is what the president can only do. He is to request everybody. Behave. Then wala tayong problema. And we have this problem of terrorism. We will deal with them just like the way other armed forces and the police reacted during the Marawi siege. And for the communists, no quarters, no ask. Ngayon ito, bot, money. Itong Canada, nagbili tayo ng 23 something or 21 helicopters. Tanungin mo rin si RD kung ilan. Does he know the figure? How many helicopters are we buying from Canada, sir? Kasi sabi nila, magpabili lang sila sa atin, but only for evacuation and emergency. Hindi natin pwede gamitin yung para sa anti-insurgency because if it is used against the Filipino rebels, hindi nila ibigay. So this is my reaction. I want to tell the armed forces to cut the deal. Huwag na ituloy and somehow we will look for another supplier. We respect the stand of Canada. So from here on now, I am directing the armed forces of the Philippines, since most of the guns, bullets, and whatever weapons of war gagamitin man talaga sa mga, it will be invariably, it will be used against the rebels and the terrorists. Do not buy any more from Canada or from the United States, because there is always a condition attached. So if we cannot use it against the terrorists who are Filipino citizens, then prepare for the eventual collapse of this country. Because they are not ignorant. I'm sure Canada is a bright boy, that the terrorists, sir, are the ISIS contaminating the locals. And if I cannot use the gunship, the helicopter, then I might as well surrender this government to them. That's the logic. But I said, I do not question your logic. Your logic is your logic. My logic is mine. It's based on the reality on the ground. So, henceforth, this is a direct order to, as the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Philippines and the police. No more buying of arms from arms lang naman. Mga hairpin, pati yung mga sabon, make-up, okay? You want to look beautiful, cosmetics, buy it from Canada. US because of its too much imposition. But I assure you, I am supporting Trump. He is a good president. He's doing it also for his country. People just don't understand him. He is supposed, alam mo, in a raucous society, depende yan eh. If you are behave people, you adjust. But if you are here also in Mindanao, ambos dito, ambos on killing my soldiers every day, even the police standing now. Look, kayong mga sundalo, pati military. There was this report na nagtindig lang yung kapwa doon na namatay. I'd like to tell you now, be careful. I've been telling you. He was hit from afar. Talagang they have also learned the art of sins marawi. Yung company na sila lumapit. That's why you kill one soldier a day. Nabasa ko na kaagad eh. Sabi ko sa likod ito. So there will be a lot of sparrows. And hindi yan sila. Ayaw na yan sila you go to a four, yung parap-parapan. They will do it ambuscades and that is why I am ordering also the police to control the sale of all gun stores are no longer allowed to sell high-powered guns, even to governors and only the military and the police can buy. And this should be taken off the shelf and returned to Krami. That must be reflected there. Kung sinong nagbili, sinong tao, sa anong ranggo, saang unit, tapos, he must be accountable. Kasi pag nahulog yan doon sa, the nearest will be an immediate summary court-martial. Remember that in Mindanao there is martial law. I will ask the military to set up martial law courts. If you have a soldier, you buy bullets there and somehow it reaches into the hands of the enemies of the state, be careful. I will be unforgiving. You not only be discharged, I will insist that you go to jail. Kasi ang tinatamaan bang nagbibigay ka ng bala sa civilian ka, you're supplying emanations to the enemies of the state. Kaya magbabagsakan niya. Kung anong gamitin na sa detachment, they'll use the high-powered. You can attack. Kaya what we do is, hindi natin taguin yan sa kanila. Alam nila na alam natin, alam nila. At alam rin natin. So, we fight the way they want it. And for all the legal fronts, at becoming up with something. Mga legal fronts naman talaga kayo, mambubukid, mga karapatan, ano, well, not this time. But I'm warning you, not this time. Huwag kayo matakot dictatorship. Yun, kayo mga law-abiding dyan. Pero kayong yung harap-harapan magpare dyan, yung ano, although communism party is not this alone. But all of you connected with the NDF and NPA, it's one big conspiracy to commit a crime. Sabi nga ni Season, kill a soldier or police one day at a time. So my orders to you is, do the same. Do the same. This war. Just hearing it from Season say, kill one soldier a day. Eh kung ganun, bakit pa i-limit ko yung akin? Gawin ko namin mo 5 natin. Why the limit? He wants killing. I never ordered that openly. But if that is what you're giving us, I'll be returning the favor. Ano ako, loko-loko? Well, of course, if we can ambush them, I will buy helicopters. Not the logic of, that's the reason I'm buying helicopters because I want to finish them off. Kung hindi ko ipagamit sa evacuation lang, meaning to say that kargahan ko lang yan sa mga patay kong sundalo, forget it. That's a crazy proposition. So that, since we respect their values now, they are a free country. I hope that we will never be called upon to use arms in their defense or for them. You will never get it for as long as I'm president. We are neutral. We will continue to talk with China. This is not the time to be fighting over South China Sea because it only would lead into a war. But again, I'm putting notice to the world that the Philippine rice, which is called Benham rice, is ours. It's ours. And the economic zone is ours. And if the continental shelf still extends beyond the 200 hanggang doon yan. Because it is a theory of geography, geopolitics included, that we can rightfully claim the continental shelf because it is the that part of the landmass which is under the sea. To you, where you see the land base. Yung nakabaon doon sa ilalim, atin yun. Yung continental shelf is parang bukid yan. I hope it does not reach Guam na because Guam will be ours also. But just the same, we cannot fight America like China. Let's just keep quiet. But if you get something there from the economic zone, I will order the Navy to fire. No, if you can claim a whole of an ocean, do not mess up with me, with my economic zone here. Nawala na nga dito di kukunan mo pa, parang pinutol mo ng 2 kamay ko. But China, it's good. Wala. Sabi nila, no construction sa Spratly Islands. They assured us. They assured me. So I will hold China to that commitment. And we will remain loyal in our commitments. Sabi ni Rocky, mapakinabangan pa natin yung islands. Pag natapos na yan, sabihin natin, amin man yan. Palagyan mo muna ng building. Ang sabi ng China, mag-away na. Mag-away tayo. Sige. Pero i-turn over mo na yung tapos na yung may mga hotels na dyan. Yan ang ibig sabihin, Rookie. Malay mo. No, China is playing it right at this time. That is the reality of geopolitics. Hindi naman tayo ang kalaban niya. Kalaban niya Amerika. They are competing for a world superpower in the next, in the centuries to come. Huwag tayo makasali dyan. We better solve the fundamental problems of our country, including what's happening to our brother Filipinos. Thank you. Question? There is no question. I told you. What is there to ask? I have given everything. You are inventing theories again. Oh, what's the question? I'm standing up. I'm getting
Sir, you
lazy
said
now.
earlier or the other night that you are going to create one of these days. What happened now to your plan?
Break what?
That you're going to create, di ba, sabi mo, anytime? Yeah, you were going to create anytime. Anytime now. So, and what is it exactly that you want the Kuwaiti government to do about the problem?
Ano din? Hindi ko maintindihan itong mga yawa.
Sabi mo, punta kang Kuwait.
Yes,
Clarification lang.
kasi ko wait and see.
Okay.
Yung, because of the seriousness of the problem,
Yeah.
I would have wanted to. I called, Secretary Bello brought the ambassador of Kuwait yesterday. We had a private talk. I am not privileged to say it to anybody. But kami lang pati yung aide ko. And sinabi ko, if it gets serious, or if my appearance before your officials were there,
Your ruler.
I might go. Sabi ko, 24 hours lang. 24 hours notice. After talking, I'll be back. Problem is, looking at the plane, kagabi dyan sa airport, yung mga liliit. So, sabi ko, mag-plot na kayo. Because if you take, it's too expensive. So, I might be going there, then land in Hong Kong, refuel, maybe land in Pakistan or India, then eventually land somewhere in, o baka Amsterdam, tapos diretso. I don't know. Pero may plano ako
Okay.
na to plead my case there before that. So, kailan yun? Nagtataka ako kailan na. Kaya ang tanong, ang Rico kanina, alam mo, sira na talaga.
Sorry.
O kailan ka mag-pray?
Ayan.
Gaging ka pala. I've been praying all day and all night for my
I
countrymen.
Sir,
Oh.
second question, ito lang talaga importante. About ICC, when everything is said and done, aren't we going to the very basic question of, does ICC have jurisdiction about the case, especially that we are not a failed country and we have a working judiciary and we have already persecuted two presidents before. So
Sabi ko, those are the things that are basic. A treaty, when you incorporate it as part of the laws of the land, cannot be higher than the Constitution.
so it has no jurisdiction.
Hindi mo pinablis eh.
Okay.
How am I supposed to know na ang extrajudicial killing, dito pangalawa na sana, naghinto na? Wala man nagsabi sa mga killer niya na, yung mga killer, hindi nga nagabasa ng Philippine Daily yan. Newspaper mo, Star.
Nagabasa ko rin. So,
By the way, PMS, because hindi ko kasi maabot yan. Saan ba ang PMS dito? Han? I will have to make this public because I want the Mayor Belmonte to know it. Yung bulaklak ko doon sa isang patay, doon kay biyuda ni Senator Puyat, pinaalis ng PMS kahapon, pagdating ng Bulaklak ko, ipinalit. At sinabi, itabi mo yan kasi ayaw ni Mayor yan si Congressman Belmonte. O Mayor ba yun? O yung anak
Vice
niya?
Mayor si Joy po, sir.
Siya ang may
Ang Vice
Bulaklak.
Mayor yung babae, yung bata.
Yeah. But
Congressman,
whose flower was
I don't know. So, kanino
So,
flower?
saan ninyo nakuha yan na galit ako kay Belmonte na whenever I go out of town
Kasama mo man
on
siya.
foreign trip, kaya na, Vilio. Bakit ninyo ginawa na ano? So, I better have a good explanation or else it's what time that we have a revamp in that. I do not like one foisting any theory about a quarrel with anybody. Lalo na sabihin yung walang araw, kay Bebot, itabi mo, o kay Senator, papatayin ko. Well, you're putting me into a snake pit there which I do not, wala man akong kalaban dyan. Baski kay Rojas, lagay mo dyan. Kung si Rojas na, aywan ko, sali niyo pangalan. Kung Rojas ng Bulaklak, sige lang. Okay pa rin.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Ano? Usa lang kay adto na ko na pa ko'y interview sa
Sir, with the ban, will you recommend to the consular offices in Middle East, especially in Kuwait, to have an active hotline? Because the OFWs are complaining, the distressed ones, they cannot connect with the consular office and they are given shabby treatment by employees of our own government there.
kaya nga there should be a supervisor every day walking about thereabout. There should be, you should know the specific addresses of the workers. And second, they have to stop getting the passport of the worker. They keep it, kaya hindi makagalaw. So these are the things, that is the job of Belyo. So you better ask Secretary Belyo, not me. I do not negotiate with them. As of now, it's banned, period. Wala akong, I do not want to add or take away anything from its statement. Hanggang dyan lang ako. If there is something to negotiate, let Belyo and Congressman Bertis do it. And maybe the Senator, Manny.
Sir, one more concern, Mayor. Sorry.
Bahala sila.
Sorry, one more concern, Mayor. The Lumas of Mindanao who just went home after the conference, but 2 of them were killed, and they are asking you for protection. What should be done in their plight?
In the meantime, they should live just near the camps of the military. Or if they want, if they are well trained enough, give me about 3 months, I will train them as Kapu and give them firearms. And go out and hunt for those who killed their comrades. If you got one in his head also, I will pay you. I'll put a reward. Isang NPA mapatay ninyo, kayong mga lumad na maging kapgo, I'll pay you. You want money? I'll give you money. I'll make it 20,000 per head. Sige. Marami ang pera, gobyerno. Kung magbayad ka lang ng taxes mo, mas lalong marami pa.
Thank you, sir.
Sige, oh. Bakit lang ako ginakulata mo? Itong dalawa na ito, tinatawag.
Good evening, Mayor President. Sir, dati po nabanggit nyo no, na pwede tayong mag-withdraw sa ICC. Option pa rin po ba yan ng Pilipinas? Yung mag-withdraw sa ICC membership?
Well, I do not want to appear na I'm trying to avoid liability. Basta sinabi ko lang, kung ganun ang style nila, karami ngayong mas rape. Bakit ako ang namamatay dito, kriminal? Ang mabuti sana kung walang namatay sa polis ko, pati sundalo ko. Remember that war in that Marawi siege, it started with the service of a writ of arrest. The charge was shabu. Oh, look what happened. There was war. I lost about 100. Pili akong namatay mo. 164 policemen and soldiers. Tapos sabihin mo extrajudicial killing. Kaya gusto ko siyang kausapin eh. If she ever does file a case, I will ask her to take the witness stand. I will go there to plead my case. Lagay ko siya dyan. Alam mo, days before, mayroon na akong I knew that there was this communication. Sige, magkita tayo doon after, before the announcement of it will be on Tuesday. Kaya Tuesday, hinintay namin, wala. Alam ko lahat yan. Sabihin mo sa kanya, alam ko. Days before, mayroon na akong sila Lloyda yan. Lloyda, pati itong mga Duterte haters. May complete transcript na ako. Alam ko. Kaya sabi ko,
Thank you, sir.
basta marami kang kaibigan na sikat. Kaibigan mo si Putin. Kaibigan mo China. Alam mo kaagad. Sige mo yan sila. Kutkut sa taiga nila. You make the announcement para... Ito. Media, can I ask a favor from you? You announce to the world that anybody who wants to come home, it will be at my expense. Bahala na. Basta gusto silang umay, mauwi lang. Kaya nga wala eh. That's why I'm asking media to... They all have to go is to the nearest labor. Meron yan sila.
Yung lahat, 250,000. Yung mga documented.
Who might already avail of that?
We have 7,000 yung mga...
Voluntary ba yan? There's no forceful... kasi kung gusto nila, mabait naman yung amo nila, o malay mo, katoliko yung amo. So, depends. If they're working in an office run by foreigners, ito yung pinaka-delicate, the most vulnerable ang domestic helper. Yung mga lalaki, ang domestic helper, yung victim ng multiple rape every day. Ayaw kong bitawan niya, noon pa yan. Pero sinabi ko na sa inyo yan, ikaw sinabihan na kita. Huwag mong ibalita because it will create a cobweb in the minds of the husband. Ngayon, hindi ko na mapigilan. I said, I have to come out. Sabi ko, suspension lang. No. I have to give... the suffering of the Filipino a face. Binibabot uwi sila lahat. Yung lahat ng pera natin na, total, we're doing good. Congress can, nandiyan si Manny, They will always provide the money. Alam mo, there is no such thing as a government without money. Ayaw lang sabihin why. Pero it's an impossible thing. And even the countries na beset with rebellion and everything, they can afford to send their mga consulates na everywhere. A government has always money. Kaya lang, because nandyan yung Congress, sila yung mag-control na kung pwede ba maggasto tayo. Hindi. We are bound by limitations of the Constitution. Sino si? But 200, ako ba sa kung sinong gustong umuwi, we will complete the repatriation in 3 days. Sabi ni Ma'am, Sarah, to 200, I will ask PAL to, and Cebu Pacific to maybe also sponsor. Kasi pagdating dito, yung mga Kristiyanos, tuloy ko, pabinyagan ko, gawain kong ninong, si Lucio Tan, pati si Joy, si Lance. Kaya ang regalo nila, i-advance na lang nila, magpadala ng aeroplano, kunin nila yung mga Pilipino. Sila ang maging ninong. Gawain ko lang ninong. Pabinditahan ko lahat yung mga buang nila. Basta they will come home in 72 hours. In 72 hours. Ano? Bungon mo yun. 2020. Oh, makauwi na lahat, 2020. I want them repatriated in 72 hours. Or at least they should know that pack up because you're going home. Again?
Those who are not going to pack up yet, they're staying.
Bakit mo pilitin? Kung ang amo nila mga opisina, domestic helpers karamihan dyan. Kung they are employed by foreign companies, bakit mo? Sabihin mo na, Duterte, loko-loko ka ba? Kung hindi, si Regalado.